Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters. Greetings. First and foremost, we must acknowledge our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters are truly edified by this word. And we're going to name this word today, bring out the people who have eyes but blind, who have eyes but deaf. Or let me rephrase that. Bring out the people who have eyes but blind, who have ears but deaf. Okay, so let's really set this straight. We're going to speak about today those that have eyes that can't see and those who have ears but can't hear. Today is the Sabbath day. Stay tuned later on. Lord willing, the Sabbath service will bring you the Sabbath service. But in this word today, I want to speak about a few things, man. What you see on the screen is what it looks like when people have eyes but can't see, and people that have ears but can't hear. This is what it looks like. And in this word today, I'm going to metaphorically show you how when you're a spiritual individual and when you communicating to a person, they cover their eyes so they can't see you, and they cover their ears so they can't hear you. That's what we have going on today. So it's a thing of spiritual identifying you in the arena of the worldly. Okay, the spiritual and the worldly don't go together, just like oil and water don't go together, just like two left shoes don't go together. You see? And what we have going on today is there's a call for spiritual deliverance. Why? Because we as Israelites are in spiritual darkness. You see? So again, there's a call for spiritual deliverance. We are currently in the bondage of captivity of this world, so-called Egypt. Okay, the Babylonian, so-called Babylonian, subject to the Babylonian captivity, the Egyptian captivity today. So in this word, man, this is going to be a call for spiritual deliverance because we are heavily in spiritual darkness. And when you really put on your spiritual binoculars and you observe your surroundings, you're going to find out that extreme heathenism is going on today. It's sad, man. So without further ado, man, we're going to come to you in Isaiah chapter 43, verse 7. And the point is in verse 8. In Isaiah 43, verse 7, it reads, everyone that is called by my name, which is Yahweh, for I have created him for my glory. I have informed him, yea, I have made him. Verse 8, bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears. See that? So what we have going on here is in verse 8, the first thing it says is bring forth. In other words, lead out. In other words, proceed. Who? Bring forth who? The blind people. Who would be the blind? Those that are dull. Those that are unreceptive. You see, that would be the blind. Okay. What's other examples of the blind? Individuals that are mistaking atrocities as enchantments. That's an individual that's blind. Someone that I identify crazy as being normal. That's somebody that's blind. You see, being in the presence of someone that have a demonic spirit on them and you clueless to that. That's someone that's blind. Okay. Looking at things that are rigged in this world. Okay. Looking at things that are rigged in this world, looking at things that is make believe and interpreting it as reality. Okay. Mistaken entertainment as reality. Those are examples of blind people, man. And when we technically really want to get down to it, what makes these people extremely blind is that they can't see that we God's peculiar people. They can't see that we God's chosen people. You see, they running into folly, idol worshiping other gods. That's how you know they blind. You see. So when we go back to Isaiah 43:8, and it says, bring forth the blind people, those are the people that it speaks of. It says that have eyes. Okay. So they have eyes, but they can't see, man. They can't see. And the biggest thing that they can't see is we God's peculiar people. The biggest thing that they can't see is they're running into folly and idol worship and of other gods. What else they can't see is that they serving Satan, thinking they serving the Lord. See that? So they have eyes, but they can't see, man. It's such a dirty game. It's such a dirty game, man. It says, bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf. Who would be the deaf? Let's get into the deaf. The deaf would be individuals that lack hearing. Not only do they lack hearing, but they lack hearing the word of Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, and they lack obedience. They lack instruction. They lack discipline. See? So the deaf we're gonna talk about. Okay? You can speak to these people, you can talk to these people. You're not gonna get a response, you're not gonna get a reception. They can't hear you. Not only can't hear you, but you know what put the stankery, you know what put the icing on the cake to solidify that these deaf peoples, they have ears, but they deaf because they can't hear spiritual things. Look what you see on the screen. Imagine trying to point out somebody something spiritual. Imagine trying to tell somebody something spiritual. This is how what you see on the screen, this is how they gonna treat you, man. This is exactly how they gonna treat you, man. In Romans 1:20, it tells us we're supposed to see clearly of Yahweh God-like qualities. Okay? We're supposed to be able to see that, which means there is no excuse. So Romans 1:20 should tell you we're supposed to have eyes to see, ears to hear. We're supposed to. But when you look at the people today, when you see they caught up in spiritual darkness, when you see that they caught up in heathenism. Heathenism would be drunk off heathen customs. You see, we Israelites, heathens would be other nations, and we're clueless to this. It's a cold-blooded game, man. It's a cold-blooded game. Again, man, what's the name of the word, man? Bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears, man. And I'm telling you, there's an extreme call for spiritual deliverance. Why? We in bondage of captivity, you see? And we are currently in spiritual darkness, man. So, like I say, man, I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, really take heed to this. I hope that you guys were truly edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And stay tuned. Later on today, Lord willing, we will bring you the Sabbath service. And I hope that your spiritual souls, you spiritually hungry souls, are nourished. I hope you guys really get something out this word. And amen. Love someone, hug on someone, tell someone that you haven't said in a long time that you love them. Take today, man, reach out to that person, whether it's email, whether it's text message, whether it's phone call, whatever communication that you have access to these people, reach out to somebody that you haven't told you loved in a long time Reach out to them today and tell them you love them, man. Word.